Hello once again, people, and welcome to yet another QC Adventure Exploration Project, whatever you may call this thing. This time around, we're going to be checking out Iron Volta. Yeah. Well, however in God's name you pronounce that. Yeah, it's like Iron Wall VT. I don't understand the name. I don't understand the concept of why it's called that. But yeah, that's its name for some godforsaken reason. You think I understand this stuff? Not really. No, not at all. Yeah. How are you? Let's see here. We got lots of different things that we could do with like Onward Zek. I don't really want to mess with that. Let's see here, but. He basically tried to attempt to combine a lot of QC patches together. He's also included a lot of stuff he's still working on. He wanted to put it onto the net to see the reactions. So the shotgun, super shotgun, nail gun, grenade launcher, rocket launcher all have multiple ways to be fired. Selecting the weapon multiple times would switch between the different versions. Plus, we have some keys that will allow us to do various different things. They're actually, of course, going to be bound to different impulses. I'm going to have to, like, try and figure out what in God's name, like, these impulses are for. Yeah. Let's see here. Are, like, any, like, weird... Well, he's, like, having, like... yeah, his config is very, very weird. His auto with Zek is, like, totally worthless. It like upon you at start, but then it's like he will rock you left, rock you right, rock you all around all day and night. Yeah, it's rather weird. Like he has the sniping function, which I can understand, but then he has like quick buttons to like shoot with the rocket launcher and all these stupid things that just really, in the grand scheme of things, I don't really agree with. I don't need a bunch of rocket launcher quick config buttons. I really don't. Let's see here. And if we try and look here, we can see there's some different impulse keys. Okay, this is actually what I'm going to need to use. And I'm also going to want to see the README file here. So this is going to get kind of complicated because there's going to be freaking README files everywhere. Well, that sounds like fun. Everyone's going to have fun here. You ready to have fun? No, not really. Let's see here. I think I could close this up somewhat. Let's see here. There's like a lot of different impulse keys or whatnot, and I'm gonna have to like figure out what does what. So bear with me as I try and like dig through this mess of stuff and figure out what in God's name like I'm doing. There's a new sound. There's some new model files as well. This is his first attempt at a patch like this. Like I said, we have plenty of different little keys and whatnot, lots of little weird things. So we're gonna have to like load it up and see what in God's name there is. I should also mention all this is closed source, so like I don't think we can actually like use any of this as like an open source patch, if I'm right. Let me actually make sure. Yeah, it's all closed source products.dat file. So yeah, anything you see here you can't really use in any way. Well, that's interesting. It's looking for beep. It's looking for beep, but I could not find beep because it only has tag. That's intriguing. So we have beep, but instead it gives me tag. Why do I feel like it's that other modification we saw lately, whereby we could like put like the thing on enemies or whatnot, like tag enemies using that certain thing, and it makes that. It's probably that same noise too. Yeah, there was a file a little while back. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Like, let me actually get the game one more time because I need to figure out the name of that thing. But there was that one that was like counting down like 1, 2, 3. Now that was the bomb. That's the beep. There was also the tag or whatnot. That's like a high pitched. I'm over here. That was also part of that one, and was a rather weird and unique one that we saw a little while back, not too long ago actually. At least I'm trying to remember what it was called. At least I know I documented it, but God forbid I actually remember the name of some of the stuff I do. Yeah, there's been like too many modifications. Like I said, we're nearly getting to like 100. I think we're like at 80 mods or so. So yeah, needless to say, it's rather hard to remember it all. There's been a lot. I've kind of like gone through a lot of different stuff here, and yeah, like I said, I'm trying to remember what exactly in God's name I've done. But, yeah. I can't remember off the top of my head what this counting one is. Was it the Tracer? I mean, that sounds like a logical name. No, it wasn't the Tracer. No, I was trying to figure if I could find it. But, yeah, like I said, I can't remember for the life of me what it was. I remember it counting. Oh, CTA guns. That's what it was. Yeah, it basically has, like, that proximity mine thing and all that, and it could, like, count, and you had, like, the different alternate modes. You had the tag gun in there. So, yeah, this might be another version similar to that, because it sounds like it has a lot of stuff that's very, very similar to that one. So, yeah. Like I said, this is closed source, so I can't really do much with it. That one was open source, at least, so you can at least, like, use the mods at different places. So, yeah, this is going to stink a bit, because we can't really do anything with it. But, yeah, what's it for anyway? You know, that's kind of the point here. Let's actually load this thing up and see what God's name I've got myself into. Okay, so we have a lot to do, lots of different things in here. I have no idea what in God's name we're doing. I guess we should start with the fact that we have a shotgun. Here's a shotgun. You know what? Here's a shotgun. Now, if you press this, you can shoot slug rounds. Which, there's also sniper rounds. Which I'm trying to figure out the difference between these. Here's a regular one. Let's see here. Like, if you shoot this crucified zombie over there. Also, crucified zombies are not damageable, apparently. That guy shot the wall. So you see, sniper rounds are rather weird because it's like offset. It's like you have to like shoot way over there to your left in order to hit it for some reason. It's very weird. It's like very off center. Slug rounds is a lot more accurate. It's like directly in front of you. It just, you know, requires. It's like a wider, instead of the wide spread and normal, you get this. Now, is this like allows you to like shoot projectiles through them? I think so. No, it just looked like it. Anyway, that's the regular shotgun there. Let's see here. And also there's that beep sound, which is going to annoy me because I can't really do anything with that. Let's see here. There's a lot of different keys which do stuff that I don't really know what it does. What's Impulse 10 do? Let's just zoom back to the ass apparently. Thank God I'm confused. Okay, let's see here. Impulse 20 throws the backpack. But of course, it just throws right on the ground and you pretty much pick it right back up. I think if you move forward, you won't pick it up. It's like you'll just leave it on the ground. So you have to like keep moving while pressing it and they'll drop the backpack in the exact spot you left it. As usual, it's 20 of everything probably and like 10 rockets. Like if we play a Impulse 9 to do like Impulse 20. You'll see that, yeah, it's everything but that. Okay, there's that. Now I should say for the double-barreled shotgun, it's very, very similar to what we saw before. Double-barreled shotgun or the single-barrel firing. There we are, it's like a regular shotgun. This is totally useless. Why not just use a regular shotgun? Or you can use slug rounds, which... Oh wow, I just jibbed the zombie. Freaking overpowered, man. Like, why would I ever use the regular? The regular just causes some damage. The slug round is freaking overpowered. This thing is jibbing enemies left and right. So yeah, that's a thing. Freaking overpowered to the extreme. Just shoot it once and it blows up everything. Like, my God, is that overpowered. And now my guns disappeared. That's a weird bug. As you see, the Enforcers now have different skins. Specifically, this one looks like a radioactive suit. Not sure if they all look like that, but this one does. Also, if you notice, yeah, it seems like there's some bugs when it comes to picking up ammo and whatnot. Some weird sound bugs. As you see, bodies are solid. Like on some of the other ones we've done. Why don't I just switch to different gun? There's some weird bugs stuff with the double-barreled shotgun here. But yeah, there's a solid body. Heads aren't solid. That's really just my modification. But yeah, it looks like it's going to use different skins for the grunt. At least switch between the biosuit and the regular. More subtle than the other ones in the past, I bet, definitely. So, yeah, it looks like just grunts and, also looks like it's floating backpacks. So that's the thing, he doesn't even tell me what's in here, but I'm so used to the mods that it's like, I'm seeing a lot of the same things I've seen before. You know, exploding backpacks was one of them. So yeah, we've got exploding backpacks in here, we've got solid bodies. We've got a lot of things I'm used to before. And I really hate how exactly all this stuff works. It's like so buggy. Like I said, it's so freaking buggy with these shotguns. Oh yeah, and also none of this, if it was anything important, can't even be accessed because it's all in the compilation procs of that. I love that like the double-barreled shotgun isn't like making noise to do anything. It's really, really buggy. For some random reason. It's like, yeah, like sounds would disappear from enemies. It's really, really weird. Okay, let's get to the nail gun. The nail gun is a regular nail gun or the tag gun, which you have seen before. Oh, look! I just noticed that. It's a bouncing nail projectiles. We've seen those before as well. They stick to walls for a moment and then they bounce around. Yep, we have that one in the server as well. A lot of this stuff has actually been added to the server. So yeah, this is like a project.dat that does a lot of what I've done on the server, except missing some things, like the solid heads. That's 9 years. It includes some things I don't really like the buggy double-barreled shotgun. That's kind of pointless. And the tag gun. I see, it's a lot less awkward than it was before. It's also hidden for some reason. But yeah, now it flies away. Beep. Beep. There we are. Okay, so yeah, that's basically a tag gun right there. Super nail gun doesn't seem to have anything. It's just a super nail gun. So that leaves just the grenade launcher and the regular. So here's your grenade launcher. You shoot it. It bounces. It does stuff. Now, there's also the fragmentation grenade. Now, I'm assuming what this is going to do is be like the regular grenade, but shoot the nails. That would be a part of the feature of that nail mod we saw. But yeah, it's a separate little feature here. And it's a lot more freaking overpowered than that one was. There's a lot of nails and a lot of bullets wasted to use it too. My god, is that painful. Says that, and then we also have sticky grenades. So you just like attach this to what you want, and there we are. It blows up after a moment or so. As you see, it doesn't stick to enemies. I mean, walls. It also takes a bit longer to explode than your normal grenade. There we are. That was taking too long for my liking. Doesn't seem to stick to me either. I was curious if I could get it to stick to me. Yeah, it's not like that for enemies. Now, yeah, it just has a very slow delay in comparison to a normal one. Now the rocket launcher has the regular rocket launcher, and of course we have the homing missiles, which we've seen to death in a lot of these. I don't like homing missiles. I really don't, you know, and it really has that bug of not having beep for the homing missile either. So as you see, beep was intended for the homing missile. It's not included, so you now have error messages every time you try and fire the freaking rocket launcher. Oh yeah, and then you also have this issue whereby your guns will disappear and you'll like switch guns every time you pick up ammo, switch levels, anything. It's really, really annoying. Yeah, it's not fun at all. Yeah. I could actually probably rip the soldier if I really wanted to. The soldier I could use like the different alternate version with the Enforcer skin. I'm not really sure if it's worth it though. I guess it's good for a bit of variation. No harm to it. But yeah, it's like there's regular and then there's these guys. And yeah, like I said, also it seems like you get randomized amounts of ammo. I think that was from the backpack mod. Like I said, it's a couple of different mods together. I'm not sure if that's actually a different skin, like a little bit bloodier or something than normal. It looks a bit tanner than normal. Like, that just doesn't look normal to me. I don't seem to be getting stuck at the corpses. But as you see, here's like the Enforcer skin, as I said before. Kind of gone over that. See, the hard thing about this type of modification, it's all closed source, so I can't actually tell what has been added and what hasn't. I just have to kind of like load it and see what exactly happens. As you see, it's not too big of a deal, again, a lot of it. But it's really a matter of trying to figure out what exactly has been added to this stuff, which is a bit more annoying than it should be. So let's see here. We saw the mine, which really was just for the tag gun. The actual mine doesn't really exist. We saw the backpack function. That was a thing. It seems like actually there's a... I might actually have to add different pieces of auto-exec from here, because it looks like there's some different aliases here, like different left looks and right looks. Yeah. So, let's see here. I want to, like, copy and paste all this left look to right look piece. That's apparently all this is about. There's a giant section that's basically all for left looks and right looks. So what I'm going to do is add all this, and I'm going to see exactly kind of what it does. It sounds interesting. It'll have a lean. That's definitely something you'll see in like Thief or something like that. So if it works well, it works well. I'm pretty happy, but I can't imagine it working too well. So yeah, really we're going to have V and X, and S and V. That's rather confusing, but I don't know why there's two left looks and two right looks. V and X and S and V. Wait, what? V and F, S and V. Okay, I see what that is. Okay. Here we are. Here's a side look. My God, is this crooked? Why would anyone want this? Seriously, what purpose does this serve? Why would anyone want to look like this? This doesn't help you like look over walls. Well, it does somewhat. Okay, we're playing Thief the Dark Project now. You can sneak over this wall, lean over. My God, is that hilarious. And here's S, which means we can't really move back in this particular binding, but yeah. That looks really horribly, like, crooked. Okay, this looks a lot better. Besides the fact that it's, like, weird on the gun, this is actually a lot better because it's, like, a nice little shift over. Oh God. But yeah, it's like you just sit here and it's like you can lean over and you can peek over the corner. I love how, like, the gun looks so weird, like the model right now. But yeah, you get the ability to, like, lean slightly over a corner. Of course, that really doesn't seem as useful as, like, this, because you can't really, like, lean over as much. No, you can lean over just as far. Can you, like, actually, like, hit stuff around the corner? No, not really. It's just a hack that changes your view angle. Well, that kind of stinks. Why exactly do I want that? I don't really understand the purpose of this. It sounds nice in feature, but if I can't really shoot something around the corner, that's a pretty worthless feature. It overcomplicates the game with a bunch of extra functionality that doesn't really help. It doesn't really change the gameplay in any way to make it better. Like, you know, in Thief, you can use it, like, to watch enemies as they patrol around or stealth around. What's really the purpose in Quake? You know, there's kind of a reason there's no real lean key to begin with, and that's the fact about that there's really nothing to really use a lean on. And, you know, when you're not able to even shoot around the corner, that really kind of kills the purpose, because yeah, that's kind of one thing you could probably use a lean for, is look around the corner and shoot something. That's kind of what I would think is kind of the purpose of this. So yeah, needless to say, I'm kind of confused exactly about the practicality of this. Yeah, so that's one of them. But like I said, we have a lot of different function keys, but it's like we also have like a lot of them hidden like stuff. Yeah, it's all a giant freaking mess. Yeah, let me try and like figure out what's going on for a second here, because I had to like change my auto exec over to like get everything. Yeah, this is all like an annoying process, isn't it? All to like lean, and as you saw, it really didn't do anything at all. Change your auto exec, have hundreds of lines in there that makes it a real mess to control, and it really does nothing. Like I said, it's all just a view hack. At least like the sniping, you could say kind of works. This really doesn't feel like it works at all. And yeah, sniper view is included as part of the list. You have your lean lefts and lean rights. What else do you have? Let's see here. I'm trying to like figure out, but it's like so, like, it's so ambiguous, this one, because it's all closed source, and it doesn't tell you what keys do what. You basically have to read into like the config file itself, figure out what exactly keys are bound to what, and then you can basically say, okay, that's the key that's doing that. Okay, let's load this thing up again and we'll continue along. I still have different things I'm looking for, but so like, apparently if I press impulse 18, that's my flare toss. Flare away! This is the most useless flare in the world. It bounced off the wall. What type of useful flare is this? Every other flare in the world has stuck to a wall. This one, it just bounces into a wall. It bounces right off. Yeah. Well, flares. Somewhat different than the other ones we've seen, like I said, because it bounces off walls for some random reason. Seems to have a bit of less stability. That's okay. That's a thing. This is obviously a thing. Concepts, ideas, people. Let's see here. We have that. We also have Impulse 30. Well, we need Impulse 9 first, because we need Impulse 30. We're going to need to throw a grenade. There we are. There's a grenade on the ground. Freaking grenade. Everyone wants a grenade? I threw a grenade. What does one do with the grenade? Why did I throw a grenade? Game? What is the time on this grenade? Questions of the day. I have a grenade on the ground, but I do not know how much time it takes. Well, that took a little bit of time. Okay, so that is a grenade. Okay, Impulse 40. I think that's a pipe bomb. Yo, this is a mod with a bunch of different stuff. Of course it has a pipe bomb. Why wouldn't it? Impulse 41 will blow it up. Hooray, we're okay. We're past that feature. That's good. That's really that. Also, we have the feature to kick. I've shown you that before. Once again, this also doesn't know how to actually kick. For some reason, it seemed to be a common thing. People didn't know how to kick. You need to like bind a key to like H impulse 120. And if it works just like the other one, all you do is like you charge into the enemy. So it's like you do this. Okay, this one works a lot worse. The other one it actually like worked. This one's just really, really terrible. I'm just standing here, and the kick is just like bumping him. This is kind of terrible and awkward. This is really horrible. I don't think I have a chance of winning this one, people. Mainly because I'm not causing any damage whatsoever to him, and I'm just stunning him over and over repeatedly. Stunned for my life. Yeah. This is awkward. Impulse 250. Did he just chip me? Did he just freaking chip me? I think he just chipped me, people. I don't know how he did, but, yeah. Oh, wait, that summons a minion. Which involves a dog head. What? This is the worst minion ever! Summon minion! It summons a Rottweiler head that, gets stuck in the wall. What? What purpose did this serve? A dog that barked, took half my health. Okay, there we are. But yeah, it seems just as likely to, like... Oh great, because they're solid bodies, the minions kind of getting stuck on this. Hi there, stupid. You have red eyes. Really weird, you have red eyes for some reason. You look evil. It's a dog with red eyes. Yeah, the dogs have modified to have red eyes, apparently. You look stupid like that. It's really weird though, because it's like half the time it looks like you just get like a chip body or something. If you don't get like the dog in like a good spot or something like that. So it's like, yeah, if you like don't shoot it in the right way, you end up just jibbing yourself. You need to like have it in like a nice open space, like straight ahead, so you can shoot a grenade that spawns the enemy. And also note, he doesn't actually attack until he gets shot at. So it's like, he's really, really stupid. Yeah, I don't really think this is a very useful minion in the grand scheme of things. Makes me lose half my life, and he doesn't even protect me. He like stands there and gets kind of in the way of everything. Let's see here, we got... Die, doggy. Let's see here. That looks like everything that involves impulses. At least. So I'm not really sure if like every dog has red eyes, but it looks like they do. Yeah, it looks like dogs have been modified to all have red eyes for some reason. It looks kind of like a dog with red eyes from MS Paint. It doesn't look right. Yeah, it doesn't look like it belongs. Let's see here. There's also E1M2. Oh look! Patrols are broken! Another problem! Look at that. In my mod, when it's all said and done, patrols work perfectly fine. In fact, everything works perfectly fine as far as I'm aware. Meanwhile here, you have patrols broken. It's just standing there indefinitely now. Now the ogre has something different about him, apparently. The question of the day is, well, first of all, the grenades now are making like bumping sounds, apparently. What's different about them? Maybe this is like the ogre that's normal. What is the difference with the ogres? Well, whatever it is, it's a really, really small difference. Because, yeah, I can't tell. I've seen ogres to death, and yet at the same time, I can't tell you the difference between this ogre and the regular ogre. They kind of look the same to me, actually. I feel this is a conspiracy to mess with me now. E4M2, there's also knights. But, right, they teleport. I swear this thing has a lot of weird bugs. Okay, the knights have something different about them, which I cannot see. Okay, this game is just messing with me now. This game is seriously messing with me. Like, what's the difference? You know, it's normal knight models, so, okay, you know what? I'm actually gonna look at them, and I'm gonna tell you right here what's exactly the difference between this freaking knight and that freaking knight, because I'm not sure there's a difference. I swear the game's just trying to drive me insane right now, because it doesn't make any sense at all. So yeah, I'm gonna just pull out the knight file, I'm gonna pull out the ogre file, and we're going to like compare them back to back And we're going to get down to it. The original night was 100 kilobytes. This one's 252 kilobytes. It sounds like a lot more was in this one. Mainly because it has different textures. Oh, I see. It actually has like different faces for the knights. Yeah, that's a very subtle difference, but yeah, it actually has like very subtly different faces. That's not something you'd normally like see, like because it's so freaking up close. But yeah, it's there. So let's actually get up close so we can actually like see some knights. Of course, the patrols aren't working. Nothing's really working right. But yeah, see, there's like that one which has like a bit of a different face. Here's one that has like the generic face, the norm. This one has like a bit of a more of like a Death Knight face. But yeah, it's very high with the pixelated graphics, and they're very, very subtle. But they're there, and there are little variations on the standard knight, which is pretty nice. Because yeah, they don't look the same. They're very, very subtly different. I mean, very subtle. I normally wouldn't even recognize there was a difference between them. You know, it's very, very small in the grand scheme of things. You know. But, sure. It's a mod. Until I find something else that's more drastic and looks cooler, sure, I'll throw this in there. Then again, I think there needs to be like a script that actually uses the skins. Or else it'll just pull the first skin. So I might not be able to actually use these multi-skins. Because I'm not really sure how to use multiple skins for an enemy. Yeah, I haven't like programmed that into the QC files, and I'm not sure how to actually pull that off. Because every single one has been kind of closed source. So I might not actually be able to use these people, which is depressing. I will never be able to have ugly looking knights. And a red-eyed dog. Well, actually I could do the red-eyed dog. That's like the highlight of my life. I could use a red-eyed dog. Now there is some 6 different ogre textures, believe it or not. And apparently the difference is the bloodiness. I see, maybe it's when you actually like shoot him. So it's like as you shoot him more and more, he gets more and more bloody. That makes sense. So it's kind of like that Enforcer one that we saw a while back. Except, you know, it's Enforcer. I mean, it's Ogre. So it's like you stand here. Wait, is he reloading? They actually refreshed his reload animation there. Look at that. It looks weird since he likes to do it all of a sudden he's up close. It's like he'll get close to be the murder bee, he'll decide, I need to reload! But it's like as I hit him more and more, he gets more and more bloody. So it's like he's a lot more bloody than when we started now. And as we continue along, he eventually gets so bloody and dies. As you see, this is like a highly gruesome, gored up ogre. So yeah, that's a big feature of this one. Ogres have a lot of blood on them. And grunts might have that feature as well. I'm not really sure. Let's actually see. Yeah, I think when they die, they get like a different texture. It's like here's a living, here is a little bit bleeding, a bit more bleeding. So yeah, it has different blood features for different enemies. Like I said, randomized amounts of ammo, lots of different random things here. Also, this one actually includes a hit sound. I don't think the other ones actually have like a hit sound like on the corpses. So it's like this one, when you hit like the body, you actually make a hit sound. Like I said, little nice interesting features. Sadly, we can't use any of it. This is why closed source mods stink. Because even though we get some nice little interesting things to check out here, we can't do a single thing with them. I hope you enjoyed not being able to do anything with this. What a totally useless file. Well, it's here. It's a thing we can do something with, right? We can look at it. It looks pretty, right? Yeah, it's a thing. Anyway, that seems to be about it, people. Like I said, a lot of different little changes here and there. As you see, it's been a while that we've been doing this one. Relatively big one in comparison to a lot of these. Definitely like a giant compilation or whatnot have you. So, needless to say, very lengthy, very tiresome. We got through it though. We're at least done with this one. Like I said, some of these things could be interesting, but sadly, we can't really do much with it. We could like have the lean feature, but I don't really like the lean feature. It's kind of pointless because you can't really do anything with it. And yeah, like I said, multi-skins don't really work without some code change. You need something to tell the game that it has the different skins. You can't just put in like the file and expect it will work. It'll just load at the first texture. And I don't know how to go about changing that. There is really no way that I know of beyond using, like I said, the scripts or whatnot, but I don't know how to exactly go about doing that because, yeah, pulling that off is easier said than done when I don't really have access to the scripts and whatnot. So, yeah, this is a thing that kind of exists, but I can't really do anything with. And also, dogs get bloody. So if you wanted, like, bloody textures for the dogs as well, that's another feature that's here. But like I said, just like all the others, yeah, you can't really do anything with it because closed source. Really stinks, doesn't it? Everything's freaking closed source here. I really hate this. Anyway, I'm done here. Thank you all for watching. It's been an adventure, and I guess I shall see you all. Hopefully something a little bit more open source. That way we can actually use it with something. Anyway, see you all next time.